What are we doing here, Fred?
We're gonna break down your video tone.
Well, we haven't really talked about it. We just kind of dove right into it.
I know.
First.
Well, this is the start. We were just getting set up. so let's talk about your video. What do you want to say about it before we dive into it?
I've been working on this video for pretty much all of 2020. And a lot of work went into it. I don't really know why I decided to make a video this year. It just, something felt right, and it kind of just popped into my head as something I wanted to do. So, yeah, I am proud to release something sweet to everybody, and I hope everybody that sees it for the first time after this video enjoys it.
Awesome. There's probably, I think a good reason was there's nothing else to do in 2020. It was kind of an empty year. No events, no shows, no get-togethers. We were lucky to be able to have Pogo Palooza, but it was so small. I think it was the perfect year for a video.
Two-time tech champion, Pogo Palooza. Rona don't stop me.
Pretty good. So what I want to do...
Best trick, third place.
Yeah.
First time podium, best trick.
We had
up.
It needed some video review going back through a little bit, but it was good. It was good. We might have been also afraid that if we didn't give you third place, you might have beat us. So
what else? Nothing else was landed.
It's true.
I don't care.
That was true.
I don't care.
Only first place really mattered. That kind of overshadows everything. The double stick flip.
It was pretty much the craziest trick ever landed so far.
It's true. Definitely overshadows everything that in that best trick.
Until Biff stomps that double back because
Biff. All right, we're ending this here.
All right. So you want to break this video down?
All right,
are we going to be pausing?
Yeah, we're going to be pausing and talking through this. First off, I have a question for you. Why no backflips?
If you know who I am, you don't need an explanation for that question. But for everybody who doesn't know, I suck at flips.
There was one front flip dismount in here, so I'm gonna try and change the view here. Oh yeah, we can go full size over here, and then we're little. So let's kick things off.
Do it. Do you have sound up?
It should be very quiet in the background.
Gotcha.
Starting off with a nice little slip out.
I slipped out like 4 times that week. Yeah.
So that rail is very big.
Yeah, it's a fatty for sure.
How did that feel compared to like normal rails? Because that's like your whole shaft is like on that rail. Your tip's almost grinding the bottom of it.
Yeah, that rail, that was a weird one. Fat rails you would assume would be a little easier, but you're kind of basically grinding on both your peg and shaft, like your entire shaft, as opposed to like just that little top corner where you would lock in. So the balance is a little different because normally you're leaning on the top in that little corner pocket, whereas that, like, your whole shaft is scraping along the side, so you kind of like have to push into it a little more. And it kind of gets stuck a little more. I had to make sure that my shaft would slide through there as well. Otherwise, I would just get stuck and go flying.
Did you wax your shaft?
No. There's lube on the shaft.
Well, that's true. It's true.
We got to keep this video PG, though.
No, that was a serious question because you wax the rails all the time. I'm like, you're grinding with your shaft there. You might actually have to wax it.
No, the lube is
was enough. So if there's something that you want to talk about, that's insane.
The
lower
bar.
Yeah, the lower bar.
Yeah. Well, that clip right there, the up to down, I almost broke my ankle like 4 times getting stuck and like flying over. Like,
yeah, what is this? Is this
That's some random park in Hollywood that we just happen to roll up on.
artistic park?
The story behind that park was I was looking for a circle rail.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a little spinny doodad in that park that was kind of a circle rail. That I was like, maybe I could hit it. But there was no way to hit that thing in the park. It was like a spinning basket kind of thing so it would like wobble and stuff. And even if I got a peg on it, it would just like immediately like sink down and like lock it. I couldn't grind around it or anything. It was shit. But yeah, there was a lot of other stuff. There's a lot of slants in this park too. We filmed a lot for the California video coming out next month too. So
nice.
Yeah, but I almost broke my ankle a few times in this stupid slot.
Yeah, I can see that. I don't see how that is it's just random pipes in a park.
They're aluminum too, so they suck. They don't grind well at all.
Dig into them. How many times did you hit your shin on this one?
Dude, that was like 3rd, 4th try.
Oh, nice. I just see you ramming your knee into that rail.
No, you can see, like, if you back it up just a little bit, you could see, like, I'm tucked away from it.
Yeah, you got it over there. It's kind of... You're almost like can-canning your knee over there.
Yeah, there's a bigger one that I saw in a post up in Denver. I want to try it.
Oh, nice. This is pretty awesome.
That fun fact, that was the first clip I filmed for this part.
That was your first clip? How long ago was that?
That was January of 2020.
Look at that. Jumping up.
And that's Mark's favorite clip of this video.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. I like, let's watch that one more time. I just like how it flows. That nice little flow on up.
Yeah, that was a battle. That took like 30 minutes for that one. Yeah.
Gotta wax it up. One for pick stall.
Shout out Kurt.
This I think is my favorite clip. Sketchy jumping on round things.
Bro, so yeah, that hurt. Like that fall was so painful.
Let's go back to that fall.
Like if you man, I should have broken my ankle on that one. Like my whole body collapsed on it.
That's yeah, looked right on the shin. Oh
yeah, that hurt a lot.
That's my favorite. Jumping on sketchy things, sketchy round metal things that are asking you to slip out. Love it. That's my favorite clip for sure.
I wanna one up it at some point. Not on that rail. I want to find a better rail for it. Just because I've already used that rail, so I want to find something maybe a little taller and trick out.
Speaking of these clips, where all were these filmed? Because we have the last one we were talking about was LA. You said that one was, I'm assuming, near you in Colorado, or
most of these clips are gonna be Colorado Springs or Denver.
Nice. And a few LA sprinkled in there.
Yeah. Well, a lot of California. We filmed a lot all over California.
Nice.
So there's a little bit of Irvine in there. There's San Francisco. There's LA.
Nice.
So this was the banger for the last edit I put out, and then I just throw it in this video casually like that.
Nothing. So there's my little grind plates right there making an appearance.
Yeah. Yes, sir. UCLA grind plates on wooden benches. And those things, like, they might not look super long in the video, but those were like, each bench is like 20 feet long.
No, that's what that was one thing I wanted to point out was you have like Tony Hawk video game momentum in some of these clips. Like, you're coming at a rail, you don't look like you're coming that fast. You touch the rail and you're just like super speed. And then you jump off, and then you jump on another rail and you go even faster. Like, it doesn't make sense. So I don't understand. Like,
well, most of the clips, you don't really see my lead-in bounce either, though.
But even after that gap, it's like, okay, you slowing down, you stop for a second, and then you just got more momentum. It's like, what?
It's kind of like pumping out like on a ramp. Like, you kind of like squat a little bit to get more like going. So,
and there's a few other ones in here that I'm like, I don't understand where you're getting this momentum from. That's awesome. Nice little curve.
Yeah, that was fun.
That's a nice little bail there.
Yeah, that wasn't fun. I did that same bail twice actually, Fred. When I was editing it, I put both of them in, but it didn't flow right to have the two bails in, because I did that bail, gave the thumbs up right here, tried it a few more times, did the exact same bail like 5 times later.
Who's that in the red helmet?
Crazy Clark.
Oh geez, it looks like another Dalton for a second.
Yeah, right.
I was like, oh, look at Dalton's face looking at you, and I was like, wait, no, Dalton's filming. And I got really confused.
Over there. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Did you go Super Saiyan after this and get really mad and then stop it?
Oh, I got so mad. I was purely motivated by anger to land that rail. I didn't even want to do it when we got there. Brian like took us there because it was like a rail he had tried in a previous video months before, and like his leg got caught between the rail and the like, ledge, and he should have snapped his leg in half.
Oh.
But he was like, yeah, maybe you could do it. And I was like, I don't really want to do it. And then everybody's like, you should do it.
Like, this needs to be done, but I don't want to do it, so you should do it.
I didn't want to do it, bro. Like, it was to this day, like, that is one of the sketchiest rails I've ever hit, and I have no desire to go back.
Is it just sketchy because of the way the rail and the ledge are?
Well, like, it leads in at an angle up top. Like, it's not a straight run in, and it's elevated higher, so I kind of had to jump in higher, and then the way that it like sits away from the ledge, your leg can just fall
right into
between it. And you've been with me when I tried to hit a rail before where like there were 2 rails and my leg got stuck. Remember that in Akron?
Oh yeah. Is that top rail the same as that bottom one that's in front of the camera?
Yes.
Okay, because the angle looks crazy different.
Yeah, it's not fun. It's not good.
That's a death trap right there.
And then the landing at the bottom, it's not like I can just bounce forward away because the ledge
is right there.
Yeah, so I had to see, stupid. I hate that spot. But that's a 10 stair rail, so that's up there. This is one of my favorite tricks.
Oh, I like that.
Except Decade.
Yeah, I like that. That's it's wee. That's one of my other favorite tricks in there. It's silly. Jumping around, spinning around the handlebars. I don't think.
Bro, you know what would make that trick so good? If I had your GG with the handlebars spin.
You go around twice.
I can throw a bar spin while I do it too.
If it doesn't fall apart.
Let's do it. Damn.
That's Oh, never mind. So wait, what are you doing in there? There's like a bar spin and a 180.
A bar spin and then an Indian giver 180 back down.
Can we slow this down? Let's slow this down. Settings, playback speed. Let's go to 0.5 on this, because this is that gonna play? Here we go. That was a spin.
Really hard.
So here's this. It's bar spin with a 180, body 180, and then going back down.
Yeah.
and then a dog in the background.
Yeah, that makes the clip.
That's pretty good. There's a lot going on in that clip.
I mean, that's actually like, it might not be like one of the like most aesthetically pleasing tricks in the video. Oh, I love this one.
I'll pause it for a second.
But that like that ledge is really like difficult to like grind on. Like if you've been to that ledge, like it's pretty easy for other sports, but like that concrete right there, snags the pegs. Like, as you can see, I'm using your grind plates when I'm doing this ledge. So
I'm glad they come in handy.
Yeah,
that's one of the reasons why before you even release the video, I'm like, there's going to be so many things in there that I don't understand, so I know other people aren't going to understand. I figure that it's going to be worth talking about.
Yeah, so like this ledge, like the trick itself and everything might not look difficult. The trick is hard as hell, don't get me wrong. Like, it's basically a 540 bar spin because my body does the 180 with the 360 bar spin. So and just the fact that the way the ledge slides, it's weird. So it's a nice ledge, but that trick was hard as hell. I tried to get it as clean as I could. I wish I could have got it cleaner, but I battled that for probably like 2-3 hours, and I had to get two angles of it. See, a lot of the stuff in the video you see, that's two angles from like any like kind of stationary shot. I did this shit twice.
That's funny. Why didn't you just get a second camera or another phone?
I didn't film like anything with phones.
Got it. But phones are pretty good, especially for a second angle. There's
like 1 or 2 clips in this video that might have been filmed with a phone, but like I'm not telling anybody what they are. So, but
dogs are going crazy for a second. Hold on.
That's okay.
Good. But I mean, phones nowadays, they film just as good as camera, so it's not like you can do a whole video on the phone and not even be able to tell, especially like the newer phones.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. I'm a purist.
I don't know. I think my iPhone shoots better than my T3i.
Hey, you can't fisheye your iPhone like you can a T3i.
I can't fisheye anymore at all. Here's my fisheye. The whole thing is just like,
oh god.
Yeah. I was filming. I was like, why are these clips so blurry? And then I look at my lens, it's just like half hanging off. I'm like, oh, that's probably not very good for my sensor.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
But yeah. So like I said, a lot of this was filmed with 2 angles, 2 times. And because like I didn't want to spend money on a camera right now, with everything that was going on in the world, I didn't want to go out and spend excess amounts of money. I have an idea of a new camera that I want to buy, so I will have 2 cameras in the future.
Nice.
But yeah.
What are you filming on?
T3i.
Got it.
There are some clips filmed in this video that are also on a Canon camcorder and such. My buddy Matt filmed those with his camera. I'm looking to get around the same camera that he is. So
nice.
Zoom shots, long lens, baby. That's the warm-up rail.
That what is that metal or is that red rail? Metal.
Yeah, it's metal.
You couldn't tell if that was metal or wood.
No, I've yet to hit a wood down rail, but I'm looking for one. I just haven't found one that's like sturdy enough. Every time I go like check one out, I shake it and it feels like it's gonna fall over. So I'd rather not like topple a rail and get fucked up like that.
Yeah, it's perfect. It's perfect. Sketchy rail. It's all you need. You're warmed up for it. Yeah. So this shot, let's go over it. This bench is awesome. So I'm gonna rewind. We'll go into this bench.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
So where was that bench, and how many tries did that take to go around?
To get as far as I did, that was really hard. So like you can't really tell in the video, but the benches aren't fully connected. There's like a little tiny gap. And it was so hard to like keep a smooth slide through. You see it?
Yeah, right in the middle.
Yeah. So it was like my lip would get caught a lot of the time and I just kind of go flying or like just stop immediately. And then those poles in the middle kind of made it hard. I couldn't like lean as far as I wanted to into the grind. So, and then just the run up into it, I couldn't like go straight at it because there's that little
green hell, yeah.
Background. I had to like curve into the thing and start like basically at the end of the other like end of the bench. I would start there and swing around into
kind of do your little loop around circle.
Yeah. It was okay though. I didn't have to worry about like slipping out or anything because that's like that foam turf is what that bench is sitting on.
That stuff is so nice to jump on.
Yeah, it's pretty grippy. So that was nice. Yeah, that was like 30 minutes or so of like trying that bench, trial and error. Just figuring out the lean. But that is one of my like favorite clips in this video just because of how cool it looks.
It's also one of those, like I was saying, like the Tony Hawk physics. It's just like you just coming at it. Like you definitely have a big run up here, but you just, it's like that shouldn't work.
Yeah.
That shouldn't work.
Yeah.
Whee!
When you lean into that thing, like it just kind of like sends you around. Like as soon as you squat it in, you just got to like ride it out because it will spit you out the other side. It's kind of like when you see like BMX dudes like ride a curved wall around on the inside, it's going to throw you out the other side. So
hang on tight.
Yeah.
Nice little jump over, cross-footed.
9 plates.
Nice.
This was the second clip I filmed for the video.
Nice. How tight is that handrail on that wall? Because that doesn't look like there's much room at all.
That's like this much space. Like that is a tight wall. Like that is a super tight wall rail. That's why I wish I could have got like an angle from like filming super like tight zoomed in between the gap and the wall. I wasn't thinking about it. That this was another like one of the more recent like not recent clips, like one of the first clips filmed in the video. So, but yeah, that thing was tight.
Yeah, it looks super tight. Like I just picture you hitting that wall a few times, going up into it.
Oh, I scraped my arm up pretty good on that wall. Had a few cuts.
And then a front flip.
Yep. That's the only flip you get.
I guess he's 2 cameras on this one, right? You'd have to do this one twice. There you go. Down. Foreshadowing in there.
What do you mean?
Oh, I just realized that's down the 2 set.
Yeah, that's over the 2 set.
Yeah, that's awesome. So down the 2 set.
Yeah. 1 foot over the 2 set. That's so like, I'll talk about that. That is UC Irvine. I follow a bunch of spot accounts. Like, I saw that rail pop up on the spot account that got posted like a week before we were there. And I was like, I gotta go try that. So looking for the rail, like I was messaging the account and stuff, and then like we were about to leave and he messaged me back like 30 minutes before we were leaving UC Irvine because I looked around the campus. I couldn't find it. Rail. Yeah.
Definitely looks hidden behind some building. I
would not have found it because it's not like in the main campus area. It's like off to the side around like the outskirts and shit. So yeah, I was lucky that the dude like messaged me back. And that's immediately what I wanted to trick out. See, I gapped from over the stairs into just the flat. I don't start at the top kink. And then I wanted to gap out over the stairs here as well. So like, I didn't know what trick I wanted to do, but like anything was the goal.
Yeah.
I did it. And then Nick and Dalton and Log were like, yo man, you should just do the flat and then down. And so I was like, I mean, okay, whatever. And I did the flat and then like 4 inches of the down.
So you did this trick first, and then the one before was after.
Yes.
Let's go up. Nice. So let's watch these again then. So this is down, weep. The little thing at the end, and then this is first. Nice.
Yeah. So the down flat, or the flat down bump kink at the bottom, I didn't even plan on trying to slide through the bump kink when I actually did it. I was just like, oh, I just got to get longer on the down rail. And then I locked, and I'm like, oh, I'm going into that bump. I really hope this doesn't hurt. And it just slid right through, and I popped out, and I was like, oh my God. And then everybody was like, that was way better than the gap out. And I'm like,
That's pretty good.
I think they're both cool, like in their own respect. Like they're different like things on the same rail. So
yeah, absolutely. They're both. Yeah. It's they're both super unique, and no one else is doing either one of them. So
I also have another angle of the 1 foot out over the stairs that's the same as that straight on angle that I have. So when I release the raw cut,
at
some point,
you heard it here first.
When I release the raw cut at some point, there's no drop date for that. At some point down the road when I'm bored one day, check that out. You'll see that angle.
Awesome.
All right,
we got some chain grinding.
Chain. Yes, sir. Chain links.
I like this as well.
Double edge.
I don't know why. It's just, I think the way you set it up too, where you're just jumping at the camera like this, it's like, oh, what's going on? And then you just see the ledge, and you just know instantly that's like, yes, I'm all for it. Got a little precision,
bro. This clip like was 2 sessions worth. Like first session, battled that thing for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, could not get it. And then I went back by myself, and after like another 2 hours and a bucket full of sweat, finally was able to pull it. I completely ruined a set of GG pegs.
Go on.
Those ledges are chunky, so they did not enjoy that at all. I only used the GG for 2 clips of this video, and I completely ruined the pegs.
That was going to be one of my questions at the end, was how many pegs did you go through in this video?
Breaking foot pegs on the Vertigo, I snapped 2 sets of pegs in this video, and then wore down the GG pegs almost completely, but they're not broken.
I'm a little surprised by that. That's awesome.
I figured out how to not snap pegs. So
that's good, because I remember you snapping them left and right, it felt like.
Oh, I mean, I will. I just figured out what ledges and stuff to hit. Like, you don't stall on concrete ledges and stuff like that. That's stupid. And then I got a pair of Vertigo V1 pegs coming. So anything crazy that I want to try for this next video.
With those 50-pound pegs.
Just gonna stomp the shit out of them.
You need to make
I'm a stick flip peg stall everything.
Those are just a solid hunk of metal.
They won't snap.
Yeah, there's just a giant bolt going through them.
Yeah, I was gonna say I have to snap a giant bolt like that thick. So like, good luck with that one.
You'll if you need grind plates for those, you have to send me some measurements.
I'll send you the measurements. I don't think I'm gonna be trying to grind. Those are more for like the stalls I want to get. There is a stall clip that I tried to get for like I'm counting my broken pegs right now. That trick, it is the trick that broke my pegs twice.
Which one?
Did it? It's not in the video. I didn't land it for the video, and I don't want to spoil it because it's gonna be good for the next one. But like, that's the trick that broke my pegs both times when I was filming this video. And it was on wooden ledges, if that says anything.
Stick flip the peg stall?
No. I've done stick flip to peg stall, but it was on a flight, so it's a bitch.
Doesn't count. Doesn't count.
Doesn't count. Doesn't count. I'm gonna. That's why I'm trying to get like these vertigo pegs, or maybe I could do it on the TK8 pegs. Do you think they would snap if I did that?
I mean, they're plastic, so
they got like give though. That's the thing. Like plastic has give, whereas the vertigo pegs, you land like that slight angle too much on the edge, they snap instantly. They suck.
Yeah, I don't know, because they're plastic and they have that weird groove.
True. Okay, let's keep going. We're getting boring.
Tricks out of stalls, always nice. That's pretty, Hey, like that's another one. Tony Hawk momentum. Like, where did you get that momentum to twist? Like,
so like the way that I practiced that was I deflated my vertigo all the way, and then like
just stood on it
on the ground, stood on it, and then like on just concrete, and then just practiced like spinning around 360 just on the very edge of the peg over and over until like I felt super comfortable with that. And then like it was after that, it was just finding like the ideal spot. You might think that poles like that pole exist everywhere. They fucking don't. They don't at all. That was so hard to find. And that's not even a perfect one. See that like little
handle thing sticking out.
Yeah, that caught on a few times. So that wasn't fun, but I got it done. I've got some ideas for Nada spins in the future too. My foot wasn't touching either. Like you might think my foot was touching, it wasn't touching.
360 whip out
of an up rail, and then the over to back over. That was fun. That sucked, dude. It's
like your foot just gets caught on the rail, and then down.
Look where my wrist goes. Yeah. So like when I was transferring from the down to the flat, my heel got caught.
Oh, you land on it. Ow.
And then, yeah, my wrist. I still have a knot in my wrist from that bail. I should have snapped my wrist.
Yeah, it landed right on it.
Oh, all my weight completely on my wrist on top of the rail, bro. This was a fun line. That's switch, by the way.
Do you really have a switch? Stall. I don't think you have a switch anymore.
That first stall was switch.
I'm saying you're good enough that you don't have a switch anymore. It doesn't count.
Everybody's got switch.
I don't know about that. You're too good.
Switch.
and then
there's a bar right there. There was a bar spin between those stalls. So bam, bam.
Oh, bar spin. Oh yeah. Combo. No blank bounces there.
That one. This was hard as hell.
And then, I like the no-footed stall. This is another one. It's like, where's all this momentum coming from?
I started on top of the stairs and jumped super far into it.
Nice.
Oh, fun fact about this spot. They destroyed it a week later.
Oh, geez.
So it doesn't exist anymore. So I'm so lucky to have gotten that clip. Like you can see in the background.
They're starting the construction.
Yeah. And then there was a cop off to the right, kind of like watching me. And
you're damaging property.
I was wondering why he wasn't going to kick me out. And then I was like, and then he's like, yeah, he comes up and he's like, after I was done filming, he's like, yeah, good job. And I was like, yeah, like, usually I would get kicked out for doing stuff like that. He's like, yeah, well, they're tearing it down, so I don't care. And I'm like, oh, nice.
Nice little hop over the... I don't even know what that's called.
A little knob, I guess.
A little knob.
This was super hard. That's on your grind plates, too.
Nice. Look at those grind plates. Is that a 360 out? Oh, let's go back to that.
360 bar out of a down rail.
So we got wooden or concrete ledge, concrete ledge, concrete ledge.
That was super hard to slide through. That was also filmed twice. You can tell because like, the lighting is different.
Get a second camera.
I'm getting better, Fred. I'm making myself really good.
The fact that you did it twice means it wasn't that hard. You can do better.
It took an hour. The first one came in like 20 minutes, which was that one. And then the second one took another 40 minutes.
I mean, you would have had so many more clips if you didn't have to do all these twice.
Yeah, but like, look how good I am now.
Touche. That just looks sketchy, yeah.
That was whole rail too. Super long ledge.
Mm-hmm. And a stick flip, of course.
Dude, you gotta have a stick flip in there somewhere. This is one of my favorite clips I filmed for the whole video. I dreamed about that, like...
A hop over?
Yeah. Ever since I saw that on like a spot account post, like I was like, I gotta hit that rail, man.
Is that spot you went looking for, or did you just come across something similar to something that you saw?
No, so where I live, there are a lot of Instagram spot accounts.
Got it.
Where they just post all the skate spots, and I saw that come up like back in August, and I sent it to Nick, and I was like, I gotta do this at some point. And then never really like got the time to do it until back in November. Went up there with a bunch of buddies, and first time I went there, like we were fighting snow a lot in the last month or two of filming this video. So like we would have to shovel spots like days before and stuff and make sure everything was prepped. In this spot, like I went 3 times before it was actually rideable, just prepping it. Where I land out of that second rail, it was just a puddle kind of forms there. And
right at the bottom, yeah.
From the roof, yeah. And then like, because it's like a bank right there, like all the water runs off right down into there. You can even see it's a little wet around the base of the rail. Yeah.
Was this one of the last clips you got then?
Yeah, this was one of the final clips of filming my video. And then, yeah, this was one of the final clips of filming my video. So I really wanted to get it. It was also super late in the day because we had to go on a weekday, and that business closed at like 3:30, and then it gets dark before 4:30 at that time. So we were really like strapped on time, and I was also riding with another guy who was also trying to get a clip on it. So we were kind of going back and forth. So that kind of like took away from like my time and attempts too. So getting that was one of the bigger accomplishments for my video. It might not look crazy.
Oh no, it definitely looks crazy. I don't know what you're talking about.
The gap is pretty sizable. The rails are super fat, so like more of my shaft has to grind on it. Catching like my tip a couple times on that other like just up bar before I would hit the down, and also launching into a down from a flat is weird. I've never done that, so that was different. Yeah, because the fisheye you can't really tell it's a down, but from this angle, totally. And then that wall, dude, I slammed that wall next to me so many times. Oh,
here,
boy rail.
Here it comes.
Big boy rail.
The intro. The thumbnail clip. Look at that. Did you do that twice? That's 2 different angles.
No. That's the. Well,
I'm just kidding.
So, no. It's funny because this angle right here that you're on right now, something messed up with Matt's camera and the audio didn't record, so I had to use the audio from the other angle.
Oh, that's funny.
Angles. Yeah.
The audio's the same.
I mean, it's still the same clip.
Yeah.
Just the audio was recorded from a different spot. So like the audio from both angles is from this clip.
That's funny.
That thing was long, man. And then you could see at the bottom, like it's super wet.
I couldn't tell with all the snow.
I had to clear snow first. So like, pause it there.
Yeah, you can see that's all. Did you just shovel that off?
Yeah, and then I couldn't bounce forward super far because if I would have tried to land at an angle in front of me, all those sidewalks are still wet right there. I only had like a 6x4 patch of dry area to land in, and then I had to kill my bounce immediately, coming out of one of the longest rails I've ever done with serious momentum. So like that was the sketchiest thing I think I could have done.
If you look like two squares in front of you, how do I help you with this?
America's Got Talent.
Oh yeah.
The Nazi combo training.
To be clear, what we did for America's Got Talent, I wanted to make sure that we were all jumping in sync and in our own little area because we didn't know how big the stage was going to be. So I gave everyone a little 4x4 square in a park. And I was like, all right, we're going to do all our combos inside this square. If you jump out of your square, we're going to start over. We did that for like
10 times.
Yeah. I mean, we crushed it.
You couldn't stop jumping either.
We crushed it on America's Got Talent. The routine was so good.
Yeah, we didn't make it to the second round that year.
That's another story for another day.
But yeah, with like that training, precision and everything, like, man, that was a hell of a rail to land.
Yeah, and if you look like two concrete squares in front of you, it looks like there's still like ice or snow on the ground. Like the big,
there is.
The big little puddle right there.
And the whole, those other squares are still saturated with water too. Like you can't jump on them and land at an angle. If you were coming out of a rail like I usually do, like you're going to slip out. So that rail like was sketchy. Also, in the middle of it, there's just fucking light pole that's like,
oh yeah, got a dodger on the light pole. Just
hold on, go to the other angle if you can. Yeah, so it's like maybe you see how like my arm kind of like goes in a little bit.
Like, don't touch it. Let's just squeeze through here.
Yeah, man, that rail was a battle. And then this. So this, I've seen like clips of dudes doing this over the years, and I've always thought about like trying this rail like years ago, but I was like, there's no freaking way I can land that, man. There's no way I could even attempt that. Like, that's a triple kink. My first ever kinked rail was at a skate park like 2.5, 3 years ago. And I went back and counted the attempts on my camera. It took 135 tries.
Whoa.
Just to do my first kink rail. And it was nowhere near what this rail is. It was just a little tiny skate park rail that like didn't even come up past my knee, like right below my knee.
How big is this stair set? Do you know off the top of your head?
6 flat 6.
Woo.
So technically an 18 stair.
That's pretty solid. How long did this take?
This is about a 2-hour battle, I want to say. Hour and a half, 2-hour battle. Yeah, we so when we found out we were doing a video shoot out in California for like some TV show, I tried to seize the opportunity with Will, who hopped on it and was like, let's turn it into a video shoot. And also I can film for my video. And then I also was like, if I'm going to be in California, in LA, San Francisco is only a 6-7 hour drive away. That's as close as I'm going to be to this rail. But it worked out because Braille Skateboards is up in San Francisco. We shot the collab videos with them, which only put us 40 minutes away from where this school is located. Nice. And I knew I had to do this rail, man. Like,
You only have one opportunity. You got to seize the moment.
This was like my only chance that like I would ever be close to this rail. I think the last time I was in San Francisco was like 4 years prior to this. I have no idea when I'll be back again. So it was either get this rail now or don't get it at all. So when we first got there, we were kind of strapped for time, just because we're filming not only my street video, but we were filming an entire collective video with like everyone who was with us at that point. We had like 8 dudes in the crew.
We need a backup film crew.
Well, they were at the other spot filming as well, but we were going to meet them there. But we took like Nick and Dalton, the good filmers and stuff. No offense to anybody else. The most experienced filmers, we took them to this rail because this was the ender for my video. Obviously, I wanted it to be on multiple angles, filmed pretty well.
You didn't want to do it twice?
I honestly, I'll be honest, I didn't land it as clean as I wanted it to. But like I said, we were strapped for time. I already battled it for so long, and I don't know if I could have gotten it cleaner in a like sufficient amount of time, which kind of sucks because like this school is loaded with spots, dude. Like so many spots. This is probably this, like, if they were to build a skate park inside of a school, this would be it. It's absolutely insane. I feel bad because like I came there with Dalton, Patino, and Tyler and McClintock, and I wish they could have filmed some clips in other spots of the school. I wish I could have banged this rail out like as fast as possible. But
I mean, you did pick it out to go there, so it's like that was the mission.
Yeah. This was the goal, and Nick told me we had to be out by a certain time, but I didn't get it in the amount of time that he like set it out. So like he just kind of just let me go until I did land it, which was pretty sweet.
Time, but that's all relative, right?
Yeah, because what would be the point of going all the way there and spending so much time on it if I didn't get one ride away?
Oh, it would have been infuriating. Would have been just, you would have not been happy.
I wouldn't have finished this video.
It's done. Throw it out.
I scrap it. Call it random crap. Or.
All right, so let's watch this. Classic grind bale.
Yep.
Got those double 1-footers in there.
Yeah, I didn't.
Don't fall.
Yep. So like my biggest thing with that rail was I kept getting to that, like getting through the first 2 down parts. And then as soon as I would like hit like either the flat or go into the 3rd down, my tip would catch those crossbars. That was the biggest issue I was having with that rail.
And that just launches you off.
As I would get, it stops me, and I would just, some of them I bounced away from, but I landed on like the 3rd stair or something like that. And like, I didn't want to land the rail if I didn't at least grind
all the way down
most of the 3rd down rail. So like, yeah. I ideally wanted to get to that last flat after the last down.
Yours been picky now.
No. It's just I wanted like as clean as possible.
Oh yeah,
and like the best looking clip. I mean, I am happy with this clip. I am ecstatic. Like ever since I saw people hitting this rail, bro, I was like, that's the one. I gotta get that.
Awesome. Let's watch it one more time. Go back. Here we go. That's crazy.
Suck it, Kurt.
I'm sure if you add up all the grinds that everyone has done, this is at least like 3/4 total time. Just like the length.
Yeah, I was on there for a minute, man. Like,
that's a long grind.
That was a battle in itself. Just like if it wasn't a kink, it definitely wouldn't have taken as long.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that like you have to readjust your balance every time you hit the down and then you hit the flat, like every single time. Like sometimes my heel would catch when I would go into the down and my foot would get stuck at the top and it just slides out. I just get bucked off. That rail really, really tested like my ability. Like I don't think I battled that hard for a grind in a while. Close stream.
I just closed out of the video just so it's because that was the end of it.
Oh, okay. But yeah, dude, like I did not get it as clean as I wanted it to. Granted, it was clean. It was clean grind.
It's pretty good.
It was good. I didn't bounce away sketchy or anything. But that just gives me an excuse to go back in the future. And
then you just got a trick down the last stair set.
I did do some of that.
Nice.
So like, yeah, I would like do the 2 kinks and then I would pop out at the top of the 3rd stair set and I would just like throw a random grab or something down the stair, just like, because.
Safe clips, just in case.
Those clips weren't good though. They looked bad, like because I wasn't hitting it. Like maybe if I would have like stick flipped or front flipped down the last stair, then like that probably would have been it. But like they were just like peg grabs.
Pretty solid. Pretty awesome banger there at the end.
But yeah, I'm definitely gonna go back. I'd like to get something on it as well. Maybe bar spin out at the bottom. I think I could do that. I just got to get to the bottom. So let's see how long it takes me to get there this time. I've been practicing a lot of kinks now lately though. So I feel a little more confident than I did there.
A whole different feeling, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, they're terrifying. That rail though is not as scary as it seems. It's a little lower than most rails. Like, yeah, you can definitely get like racked and hurt and stuff, but that's if you don't land it correctly. Like there was a bit where I slipped out and it went right between my legs, and I maybe had that much room between my balls and that rail. Woo! Thank God I'm a little tall.
That's awesome. Any that was like a year in the making because you started, I guess, in January last year. You just put it out.
Yeah, I started in January. Filmed probably through March, and then like the pandemic happened. Kind of took a break from that. Didn't really like know anybody that could film me either. So like most of my filming at that point was just like on trips with other Pogo homies. And then Pogo All May really lit a fire under my ass.
I don't think it really stopped for you. It's not only in this video, like you're constantly pretty much the only one that made videos frequently. Little Instagram edits or...
On average this year, I think I posted since May every other day.
It's pretty solid.
So like there's a post at least every other day out of the month. On average, not like every other day is a dedicated post. It's like, I'd post like 3
days in a row and then 1 day off.
Maybe take like a day or 2 off. But yeah, like I said, after Pogo All May, I just started kind of like filming things here and there casually. And then towards the end of the summer is where I like met a lot of the people that I'm like friends with now that ride in other action sports. And so they helped me out a lot too. And that's when like filming really, really got underway, when I met Matt, and he wanted to help me and I helped him film his part as well. He's still filming his part though. It's going to be pretty sweet. But yeah, it was a year in the making. A lot of time and a lot of like thought went into it, like planning shots and stuff like that, setting up like the best angles that I could when I was by myself, because a lot of the video is self-filmed, which my next edit is, I'm trying to avoid that. I want my next edit to be more like,
you don't have to focus on the filming, you just want to focus on the tricks.
Yeah. So like if I can get like some people like getting good just action shots of me with fish eyes and stuff, like that's going to be good. But I'm really proud of like what I put out, because I've never really done my own video like this before. The last edit I did before this was a backyard video, which I kind of stuck to like one obstacle in my backyard and then did some stuff. So
that was all the rage for a little bit. The backyard edits.
I mean, it wasn't a bad edit, and I did a lot of like firsts in that edit. But if you like watch that edit and then watch something sweet, it's like night and day. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's definitely the best video of the decade. The new decade just started, you know.
Oh yeah. I was like, wait, what? But yeah, it was really fun to make, man. Like it scared the hell out of me at sometimes. Like some of those clips were terrifying to film. Like that, the big 12 stair rail, like that freaked me out. So like the red rail that you were asking about before in the video, that's like a 4 stair rail, but it's right next to the 12 stair, and then behind it's a 7 stair. So that day when we got to the spot, I just started warming up the 4 stair rail, and then once I did that, I didn't bail the 4 stair rail one time. Like I hit that 5 times in a row, fresh out of the car, no warm up,
easy.
Bounced away every time. Went up to the 7 stair rail. I think I bailed like the first like 2 or 3 of them, just because it was a little longer. I wasn't used to it. I was used to popping off at the 4 stair. Or maybe it was a 5 stair. I don't fucking know. But I did the 7 stair a few times in a row. Once I got it like 3 times in a row, I was like, okay, I can take it over to the 12 stair at this point. But I also needed to wait because I had to clear the spot at the bottom of the 12 stair, and then I completely soaked the 4 towels that we brought, just like drying up the space that I needed to land in. So a lot went into that. That clip was probably like an hour in the making or so, but just like
just getting it prepped to go.
Yeah. But not actually like hitting the spot. I got that rail and I want to say 8 tries.
Pretty solid.
Yeah. So it's definitely the biggest, like the longest down rail I've ever hit. Like, yeah, it's a 12 stair, but it's a lot longer than every 12 stair the stairs themselves are probably like
long steps,
a foot and a half each, maybe. So it is a big boy.
So learning like all the stuff you learned, the new skills from this video, what's next? Like, what's the next target? Any new spots that you're like, I couldn't hit that before, but I can definitely hit that now?
I got some curved rails that I've seen in mind in some videos, and that's not really something I explored too much in this last video. Obviously I had the C bench, and then I had that like the low curve in front of that church with the 1 foot grind around. But like I want to find some like curved handrails and stuff, things that are a little taller, things that are a little longer, and actually get into it. There's a rail that I saw in a recent video part from a scooter guy that's just this massive S rail, man. It's insane looking.
I want to see you hit an S rail.
It's crazy looking. I really, really, really want to try it, but like it is scary. Like, that's one, if I like mess up even one time, I'm probably gonna get hurt. But if I can land it, it's so worth it.
Yeah. S rail looks so cool.
I got that one. There's a 30 stair that I've kind of been eyeing up.
Just straight or any kinks?
No kinks. It's kind of the same. It's kind of the same style rail as the red rail that I hit in the video, but way longer.
How steep is it?
A little steeper.
It's gonna be coming out fast.
And at the bottom, there's a pole on the rail side that I grind, like literally 2 inches.
just land, reach out, hand plant it, and spin around the rail.
Grab it and just swing a 360 around the rail at the bottom, and then pop over the rail again and then land.
Okay, now you're getting unrealistic.
No, it's not a round pole. It's like a jagged, like stop sign, like folded in and then has all the holes punched through it pole. So it'll fuck me up if I hit it. But I mean, I don't know if I'll hit that this year. I might save that for the Dirty 30 edit.
How old are you now?
I will be 29 in August, Fred. So
Ooh.
I can't hit that rail for at least another year and a half or so.
You can probably only hit that rail for another year and a half.
But no, I think honestly by that time, because I am making an edit for my 30th and I'm calling it the Dirty 30. Like I told McClintock to do this and he passed on the idea.
You didn't tell me to do it.
You were already too old.
Oh, shut up.
You're the oldest out of all of them.
Nick's older than me.
No.
Yes.
Plus, you can't do an edit, Fred. You can't leave your backyard.
Backyard can be an edit. I have a whole Pogo park back there. I got ledges. I got drops. I was working on building a grind rail.
Also, there's this insane kink rail in somewhere in Boston that I saw a video of. I gotta go.
Perfect. Come on out.
It's like a 5 flat 5 flat 5 flat 5.
There's a ton of spots just outside of Boston, just like the suburbs around. Tons of spots. There's a bunch of train like T-stops that are all built out. It's like, oh, that's kind of a pogo spot. Oh, that's kind of a pogo spot. Nice. But I'm not going to go jump by myself.
No, I'll have to make a trip out during the summer or something.
Yeah, I mean, right now there's like 2 feet of snow on the ground. It's just coming down.
Oh yeah, it snowed here a few days ago, but now it's like drying up and stuff. Okay. Yeah, we're getting off topic.
That's all right.
Let's finish this.
Yeah, we can just finish it there. I guess last question. When are you making your scooter edit?
Didn't you read the account? Tone Staubs doesn't scoot.